What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we continue the Gauntlet Series for the Nothing Headphones 1. In this episode, they'll be going up against the Sennheiser Momentum 4 headphones. I really wanted to see how these guys measured up against one of the mainstays in my collection, the Momentum 4s. This should be a lot of fun. If you want to see price, specs, and app breakdowns for each of these headphones, I'll leave links in the description below to my unboxing videos for both. I'll also leave links where you can pick up one or both of these headphones if you are interested. All right, this should be a lot of fun. So without further ado, let's dive in. All right, we back in. We're going to start off with the Nothing Headphones 1. We are in the app. Just want to quickly show you guys. I am going to turn off spatial audio on these. We don't need it for that. Again, I was listening to using this for watching videos and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the bass enhancement because I love having that feature on with these. And we're going to go ahead with my EQ settings here. All right, just wanted to quickly show you guys that. Excuse me. So that's what we have here. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to pull up our music. Let me go ahead and get that squared away. I should have had that done. All right, and here we go. All right, we got our music set up. Let's go ahead and put these guys on. Let's get the camera flipped around. There we go. Let's get our cutaway. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and put these guys in noise canceling mode through the phone or through the headphones. All right, noise canceling has been turned on just so that you guys can see. Let me see here. Right at the top, as you guys can see, or I can show you this way. Noise canceling has been turned on. All right, and it's on the high level. Okay, so let's go ahead, check our volume controls. All right, here we go. We're at the optimum listening level. Song number 1. Here we go with the Nothing Headphones 1. All right, right off the bat, again, at my preferred volume level, they sound kind of low. So I'm going to go ahead and turn them up a couple notches. All right, we're there. Now, we got some really good clarity now. A nice sound stage, not too wide, but nice. Background vocalists are really filling in the air, filling in the space as well. They sound very clear. Definitely very, very clear. Again, you get the breathing and everything. The breathing rhythm, the enunciation, everything sounded very clear. Now that I turned it up a little bit. Okay. I like the harmonizing on it. Again, I just wish these guys I wish I didn't have to turn them up. Especially, I'm like about 65% is where I like to listen to my audio at. And the fact that I got to turn these up, say 70, maybe somewhere in that area, 70, 75% to get the sound that I want. It's not a nuisance, but I wish I didn't have to do that. Again, at 60 or 65%, you should be golden. Again, that's how these guys are tuned, unfortunately. But again, once I got to that point, I like the clarity. I like the detail I got, and again, a nice sound stage as well. So let's go ahead and pop on the Momentum 4s to see how they do. All right, we were back in. We got the Momentum 4s all paired up. We are in the Smart Control Plus app for them. So I just want to quickly go through and show you my settings right now. As you see, we have noise canceling all the way up to 100 on these. And I'm also using my sound personalization setting for these headphones. And I do have the bass boost turned on. So I just wanted to quickly show you guys what we got going on there. So let's go ahead and flip over to our song. We are all queued up. Let me make sure we got that HD on there. All right. We're good there. So let's go ahead and get the camera flipped around as we put the headphones on. All right. I keep having touch controls on here. All right. So let me back up a little bit. We're going to check our volume level. Make sure we're there. All right. Let's go ahead and get our cutaway. All right. Here we go. Song number 1 with the Momentum 4s. Let's do it. All right. Now, even at my volume level, I think I could go up another tick or two. I got good clarity here. Let's go up one more. All right. That's 2. Now it's 1. Let's do 2. All right. Here we are. Nice. And then I'm getting all the nuance and everything, the clarity. The breathing, all that stuff. I like it. It's leans a little warm, but still very nice and clear. A nice sound stage too. I love how the background vocalist fills that in. Okay, now we got them harmonizing here. Excuse me, sounding really clean. All right, let me go ahead and pause that. I went over a little bit on that one, but yeah, I like the way it sounds. Again, a little warm, leaned a little toward the warmer side. But again, I wish the natural volume, wish they were a little bit louder. Again, went up 2 ticks, just like on the Nothing headphones. And I found that sweet spot as far as the volume goes. And we're off and running. So everything, they sound really good after my adjustment on volume. All right, so let's go ahead and get over to song number 2. All right, we're back in for our second song. And before we get started, I want to just quickly show you guys that I did have LDAC turned on for the Nothing headphones. And also in settings, LDAC is turned on for there too. So we are using the high quality audio codec for the Nothing headphones. So we're going to go ahead and we have them on right now. So let's go ahead and get the camera switched over. All right, and we are ready for our second song. Oh, sorry about that. Let's go back. All right, and we got our cutaway. Sometimes that switcher, I don't know, but works good. So here we go. Song number 2, bass song. We got the, make sure we are locked in. All right, we're locked in here with the Nothing headphones. Let's get it. All right, right off the bat, I love the bass. Nice punch. Again, little low sounding, but as far as volume, low volume sounding, but I love the bass punch, and the fadeaway is nice and clean. I love that bass. The vocals are coming in nice and clear. The auto-tune from T-Pain, tinny sounding, but not like that piercing sound. I gotta turn these up. I gotta go up another one. All right, I went up another tick. And this is where we at. This is why I like it. Now we got E40 coming in. Again, bump vocals nice and clear. The bass is just love it. Let's turn it up real quick. All right. Okay. All right, turn it up just a little bit just to get that high volume sound. Let me pause this. I went ahead a little longer so I could do that. I did in our earlier video with these headphones, I did hear some distortion at a higher volume level, but that seems to have cleared up with the continuous use of these headphones. But again, I just wish the natural volume of these were louder. I mean, once I got to the higher volume levels, the bass, like I said, it cleared up, stay solid, clean reverb, clean fade away and everything. And I liked it there. Just, I ain't gonna harp on it no more. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna back this up. We're gonna switch this over here in real time, and we're gonna get the Momentum 4s on. All right, real quick. Do a quick test. Make sure we are golden. All right, here we go. We got the Momentum 4s. The bass song, here we go. I like the punch on these two. Again, sounded kind of low. Let me make sure my, well, not that's the wrong one. Let me make sure my noise canceling. Oh, no wonder. Okay, let's, my transparency has been changed up. All right, so now we go. Still sounds kind of low, but I like the bass, so let's go up a little bit. All right. Again, bass sounds clean, nice punch. I like the fade away on it. The T-Pain sound nice and clear. No, not that tinny, that high piercing tinny sound. Really nice. E40 comes in, sounding nice and clear. All right. Again, low, the volume a little low. Naturally, had to go up a couple decibels again. I like the bass though. The bass is punching. I didn't even turn these up. Let me go up. Let's hit this play again. Let's go ahead and turn this up a little bit more. Ooh. Now, this is how they should sound at my volume level, at about 65%. If they sound like this at the, man, that'd be something. All right. But they do sound, we get them down there, they do sound kind of low. But even at a higher decibel level, the bass is clean. No distortion at all. The fadeaway still nice and smooth. Everything sound really good. I just wish at that, I think I was at like 85, maybe 90% volume at that point. But I wish that the response that I got out of those headphones at that level, I wish it was at 65%. They would be great. But I digress. Again, love the bass and everything, the clarity in the vocals. Excuse me. Really did a good job there. Just, again, like the Nothing headphones, that natural volume. What are we going to do with that? All right, let's go ahead and get over to song number 3. All right, we're back in for our final song. We got Avrets by Infected Mushrooms. We've got the Nothing headphones 1 on. Let's go ahead and get our camera switched over. All right, here we go. Let's get our cutaway. All right, see it? Boom. You guys see it? All right, so here we go. Song number 3, headphones 1. Let's get it. All right, now right at this point, I like the beginning, the crisp keyboard sound keys. Got that nice little bass nugget in there. Sounds nice and smooth. Like that. Again, the echoing just seems like it goes on forever. Excuse me. Yes, very, very clear sounding. All right, now we got the rattling instrument in the right ear. Extra keys on the keyboard. Again, it's moving around, not staying stationary as I hit the mic here. Oh, love that bass. And we got the clanging instrument as well. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Nice and clean. Again, the both instruments in each ear moving around, not staying stationary. So you doing a really good job there. All right. Now we got extra instruments coming in, or extra sounds coming in, wave sounds. I love the spacing. You can focus on one instrument or one sound in particular. I like it. Man, I love that bass though. All right, let me go ahead and pause that. That bass was just nice and deep, and then when it had that drop, it was really, actually liked it. Again, natural volume. We already talked about it. I wish it was a little louder naturally, but for what it is, I love that bass and everything on there. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna back the song up. We're gonna switch these headphones. I'm gonna hit start on it. Let's go ahead and all right. Let's go ahead. Make sure we're good. All right. Just wanted to check. Make sure we were good on these. Look, I thought they might have went to sleep on me, but they didn't. All right. So now we got the final song. We got the Momentum 4s on. Let's get it. All right. Nice, crisp, high keys. Nice and crisp. Got that nice little bass nugget there as well. I feel like my lips folded, my ears folded over. Again, love the echoing. It feels like it's going on forever. Very clean. All right, now we got the rattling instruments in the right ear. Again, moving around. Extra keys is hitting as well. Okay, the bass is in. It sounds like it's kind of recessed, but it's smooth sounding. But sounds like it's a little to the background of the keyboard and other instruments. We got the clanging instrument in the left ear doing the same thing as on the right, but that bass, it sounds like it's a little recessed. Smooth sounding, like I said, but recessed nonetheless sound. I know you see like all the other instruments are moved up and more in front of them. That's interesting. But I love the clarity of the instruments. And the separation is good too. You can listen to one or the other, or pick one and just focus on it. So that's great. It's just that I was anticipating the bass to be more upfront, more have a more presence, for lack of a better term, with these headphones than what I actually got out of them. So, yeah. Much to my surprise there. All right, so what we're going to do now is go ahead and get these guys, this whole thing cleaned up. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about these briefly, and then we are going to pick our winner of this episode. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in, and this has been a very interesting episode. Something I didn't anticipate, excuse me, happening with this one, but nonetheless, I still had a lot of fun with this. Let's go ahead and break it down song by song. First song, both headphones got really good clarity. The vocalists sound really clean and clear. However, I think the Momentum Force lean more to the warmer side. The lower end gave you a little bit more of a bass or a deep tone to the first song, although you did get the clarity and everything when it came to the lyrics, the vocals rather, from both the lead and background vocalists in the song. Both of them, again, volume naturally low on these. I don't understand, but they both were. I had to turn them up a few notches to get to the desired volume level that I prefer. Like I said, I normally stay at 60-65%. That's usually where I'm at. And I would, thought that I would get good response out of them at that level. Let's see. Yeah. All the nuance, got all the detail as well. Especially once I got up to the sweet spot as far as the volume goes with these two pair of headphones. So they both did a really good job there as well. And I said the nuance and everything. I already mentioned that. So moving on to our second song, our bass song. I think these guys tend to they did a really good job with the vocalists, the mids and highs. They did a great job. giving them nice clear vocals and everything like that. There's the auto tune with T-Pain, tinny sounding but not piercing or that real high pitched sound out of them, which is good. However, I think the bass, I like the bass more on the Nothing headphones. I think it punched a little bit harder, in my opinion, than on the Momentum 4s, which was, again, yet another surprise to me. I thought we would be more of a even kill there, but no, I like the bass on the. I think the bass was a little bit better on the Nothing headphones in that one. As far, like I said, as far as the mids and highs and the vocalists, it was a wash in my opinion for both of them. As far as our third song, they both did a really good job with the keyboard at the beginning. Real crisp high keys, caught that nice little rumble nugget there at the beginning. But then you got the rattling instruments, sounded nice and clear on both of them. Nice. The soundstage, it was equally as wide on both of these, in my opinion. So neither one of them got the advantage of a wider soundstage. But what did happen is the bass, again, much better sounding on the Nothing headphones than on the Momentum 4s. It sounded more recessed on the Momentum 4s than up front and balanced with the rest of the instruments. So I really wish that bass sounded, came up and met the moment, or met the energy of the mids and highs on that one, whereas it was nice, deep, and powerful on the Nothing headphones. I mean, I really enjoyed that. Again, got the nice spacing. Both of them did with the instruments and stuff. And again, you can focus on any instrument you wanted because the spacing was that good. But when it came to the bass, the Nothing headphones did a better job. And again, they just sound just recessed. I don't understand it, but they just did on the Momentum 4. So if I had to walk out the door with a pair of headphones on, that's the only one I'm going to be able to use for the entire day. I would go with the Nothing headphones based on the sound challenge. Yeah, we got other features and stuff involved in these, but on both of these actually. But for sound, if I'm just basing on that, I will go with these. Yes, the natural volume on both of these is lower than they should be, in my opinion. But if I had to go with it, the Nothing headphones one gets the win, in my opinion. So this will wrap up episode 2 of this Gauntlet series. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to join me as I continue this series, we got 3 more contestants or challenges for the Nothing headphones. So you definitely want to make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you're notified when those videos drop. And also make sure you hit the like. The more likes I get, the more it helps me with the algorithm and allow me to reach others out there who are looking at comparison videos like this, unboxing videos and things of that nature. All right. Again, I thank you guys for coming out, and I will see you guys on the next one. The Nothing headphones, 2-0 so far in this Gauntlet series. Peace.